Hi guys, sorry to those who watched the first stream. I did it without any sound. That was, amateur night. Anyhow, I wanted to cover what is happening out there in Romania. Now, the Tate brothers, as you know, they were arrested, last week, and one of the big things that have come out of it is that they are alleged to have had accomplices. Now, one of the big things that we need to look at is someone named Luana Radu. Now, when you look at, when they were arrested that night, so let's find that let's find that look of them arrested that night. So here we go. So this is them being arrested that night, but they also had accomplices with them, and alleged accomplices. Now, first thing, guys, we want to say that these guys are innocent until proven guilty, and I want to be very clear on that, because we can't just go around and saying that that these guys are either innocent or guilty. There's a court case that will have to happen, and you know what, we have to wait until that court case occurs, and then we can move forward. So what I'm just looking at is what is the press is saying about what the case is against them. I'm not trying to declare whether they're innocent or guilty, just what the press is saying. And so one of the big things you wanted to look at was that night when they were arrested. Now, when they're arrested, if you notice, Andrew Tate has two women there alongside him, and both women basically are, one is an ex-cop, her name is Luana Radu, and the other one, is what they call another accomplice. Both of them are being called by the press alleged angels. And so when you look at one of the things that the press came up with is that, this Luana Radu, she's an ex-cop. As you can see, she was dubbed as one of Tate's angels. And definitely, there is allegations that she helped to recruit women and all of that stuff. And so they're going to go through all of those allegations. The other person is called Georgiana Naghel. And Georgiana Naghel is a U.S. citizen, and she's rumored to be Tate's girlfriend. So, it looks like there is, quite a few things going on there. And one of the things is that authorities are doing, they're taking a good look at, all the different pieces of it, and also the press. I think the British press is doing a big job in looking at the entire lay of what was going on, or what is alleged to be going on. And they have been looking at Tate's compound. Interestingly, they took an aerial view of the compound, so you can see where they said Tate's cars were. That's to the back. Then you have where the podcast was held, and you have where they have Hustlers University. Hustlers University, what's important about Hustlers University was it more about the selling, the lifestyle, and all of that. So the authorities are taking a deep look at this. And this is definitely going to be something that, as the case goes forward, we're going to see a lot come out, and we're going to see why they have been arrested for 30 days. Because that's not insignificant. First, the police did the 24 days, but they had to go before a judge and kind of tell the judge why there was a reason why they should hold these guys for 30 days. And so my understanding is that either the trial will start in 30 days or they will be released on bail. So this will be a blockbuster trial, I think, because of the high profile nature of it, of Andrew Tate and his brother. And one of the things you can see is that, a lifestyle was being sold, right? And that lifestyle was being sold to young men. And and this lady is, so let's go back a little. This lady is the police officer, the ex-police officer. So she is the one that basically was one of the alleged assistants. And she has her own OnlyFans page, all of that stuff. And that, but some of the victims, the alleged victims, say that she was part of the assistants who helped Tate and his brother. So this is going to be important. But what was being sold, as we said, was a lifestyle, right? And that lifestyle tied back into Hustlers University, because these images were shared with young men to say, you can try to achieve this lifestyle and go to Hustlers University, and it will help you to get on your path to it. And, a big part of it was the yachts, the girls, all of that lifestyle. And that's going to be the big thing, because I call this the simp industry, in the sense that what you have here is that you're saying to young men, you can have this lifestyle, you can have all these beautiful women, if you take up, if we can train you on cryptocurrency trading, we can train you on drop shipping, all of this stuff. That was Hustlers University. That's what they're trying to do. But on the other side, the young ladies are alleged to be, some of them to be coerced into doing some of this stuff. And what you'll see in this, what we'll see from the court case is what the case, what do the authorities have. And a big thing of it was the young women. That was always a selling point, always a selling point to the young, to the people, that these young women, this lifestyle is what you can achieve and what's possible. And that was a big part of Andrew Tate's selling point. And the next part is that some of these young women were now in the cam girl business, where they'll call some hapless guy and say hello. And well, not they wouldn't call, but the man would go on the website, pick them and talk with them. And one man said he lost up to $20,000 because one of the women gave him a sad story about her life. And definitely he felt that he wanted to help her and that. And one of the things is, I just think that this entire business and ecosystem, it worked. It worked. And it's, if the feds proved that this was something illegal, what it did, it worked all together. It was an ecosystem. You had the lifestyle, you had the beautiful women, you had the yachts, you had all of that. So then you said to the young men, I can sell you, I can tell you how to get here. And young men were willing to pay $50 a month, $600 a year, and over 100,000 did it. Because I did a video estimating that they could have been earning up to $65-70 million a year just from the Hustler University, just telling people, how do you get this lifestyle? How do you get this lifestyle? And that was a big part of it. And then the next part was the older business. Was some of these young ladies were here on the webcam, getting men to open their credit cards and spend on them, with cam girl services. So this business is, one of the big things about it is, this is a way in which I believe that the feds started to look at this business in Romania because of all these women. And the fact that, are all of these women there on their own volition? Did they freely go there? And that's a big question that the courts will argue, that 6 women, I understand it's 6 of them, said they were not there on their own free will. And this could be very long sentences. And one of the things I look for in this court case is some of the testimony of some of the folks who were a part of all of this, these women around and that. And once this comes out, we will see from these 2 men, what is their defense. And we're seeing online already that, some women are, one woman is online already saying that they're innocent of it. And one of them is reputed to be one of Andrew Tate's girlfriend. So, I did not want to take that on here and play that, because I think that, that's, to me, that's unproven. I'm more interested in, what is the case that the feds are building? And then I want to see them and his defense lawyer and all of that stuff give us the evidence that shows that this is not what happened. Similar to Tory Lanez, right? This has to be done before the court. We can't do this through social media. We can't do it through people vouching for them without knowing the facts. And the facts that we know here already is that there was this, extravagant lifestyle and a lot of women. And I guess the feds are saying, how did we come here? How do we get here? How do we get to this point? And that's going to be the feds' story. So this, as I said, guys, this is going to be a very interesting case. I look forward to it. All these expensive cars, all these women, all of that stuff. It's a lifestyle. And this lifestyle was a big part of what was being sold to young men. So, you have Hustlers University being sold to young men about the lifestyle. And then you have your cam girl business for lonely men, who sometimes will fall susceptible, to wanting companionship. So, as I said, it's an ecosystem. We'll see what happens. The Tates are innocent until proven guilty. As I said, it will be up to the Romanian authorities to prove their case. All I'm saying now is, in anticipation of that, we're seeing the press show that there were women who were arrested alongside him, and these women are being also accused of being, and as you can see, these women are arrested also, these women are arrested right side. If you look, you can see both women, and they are locked up in this van beside him. And so these women are the ones that they're saying, are accomplices in the whole thing. And this woman, as we said, is an ex-police officer in the Romanian police force. So that's it. I mean, this is going to be interesting. They dubbed her, as you can see, as one of Tate's angels. This is going to be a very interesting case. And I'm not going to jump to any conclusions about this. All I do know is that the lifestyle was being showed, and the feds will get into how they came across with this lifestyle. So guys, I'm going to leave it there, but I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to stay tuned with this case, and I'm going to make sure that as I get any, news or that, I'll bring more of it. And when the court case comes, we'll do more on this, because as we said, this could be 20 odd years in prison at stake for some of these crimes in a Romanian prison. So, and then you never know if it's human trafficking. There could also be charges in the US, because one of the people I understand is a US citizen. So this is going to be a blockbuster one, guys, and we'll keep an eye on it. Thanks, guys.